Ted, what are you doing?
Oh, I do this every morning. So you may as well get used to it.
Well, like they say, you never know your man till you marry him.
Yeah, well, see, I gotta get the blood to my head.
I see.
Morning.
Morning. Sleep all right out here?
Okay.
I'm glad.
I certainly wouldn't want to do this for the rest of my life, though.
Well, we're not going to be here the rest of our lives.
Right. Just our wedding night. So you hungry?
No.
Well, we gotta eat something sometime.
I don't have much of an appetite. I just would really like to get out of here.
And go where? I mean, supposedly we have to live together.
Yes?
This has not been exactly how I thought it would be.
Oh, so why don't we get a divorce? Or maybe an annulment. See, we haven't slept together, so it'd be okay. Well, I mean, before you're married doesn't count.
No, you're right. And then one of us, or actually probably both of us, would end up back in jail. I'm sorry, like it or not, we're gonna have to work this out one way or another.
I don't know how we can.
And Jane, I think you better be careful with this one.
How close are you to the upper vertebrae, Lionel?
Oh, well, Professor, by my calculations, we've only got a few feet to go.
This is very exciting.
I last ran across you, where was it, Lionel?
It was Tanzania in '82. Yeah, the Olduvai Gorge.
Ah, yes, with Dr. Leakey. You do get around. Well, I think we should be getting back to the university.
Well, doesn't the state want you to stick around and keep an eye on me?
Oh, I will. But you know what you're doing.
Nice meeting you both.
I think that research assistant had his eye on you.
Did not. I tried calling you yesterday a couple times after classes. You weren't home.
Yesterday? Oh. Well, I had a late lunch with your mother.
Well, she's taken to paleontology just like a duck to duck bait.
Actually, I think she was checking me out. She wanted to see if I was a suitable companion for her impressionable daughter.
Did she say that? Oh, I am going to kill her.
Oh, come on, Jane. She cares about you. She loves you.
Oh, lucky me.
You know, I was toying with the idea of asking her whether she wanted to go out for a boat ride tomorrow. What do you think she'd say to that?
I would say yes.
How about you?
Three's a crowd.
Yeah, I know. It's on purpose. I mean, you and she keep playing this hide-and-go-seek with Jane Louise all the time.
Don't call me that. Thanks anyway, but I'd probably get seasick.
Playing in the dirt again, Lionel?
We have every legal right to do so, C.C., and you know that.
Well, the way you're destroying my house is bad enough. But does the face behind the shovel always have to be yours?
Cruz?
Alors, c'est tout repair, Sissy? Bon. I wasn't sure if you're working yet. Yes, I'd like to place a call to Monsieur Martin Ellis at Hotel de Paris. Bien, j'attends.
Babe, what's wrong? You're cold as ice.
I thought the phone, it was like ice.
You thought what? You're not thinking about Philippe and his ghost story still, are you?
Well, I was standing there and I thought I saw some. I thought I did it in the. Don't touch that.
Why not? Hello? Who is this?
Dust all over my house.
Well, think of it as a little patina, a touch of antiquity.
How profound. I think I'll call Sacramento, put a time limit on this thing.
We're not going to be rushed, I'll tell you that. What we're after here are bones that are millions of years old with decay. They're very brittle, like your own, and perhaps mine. So we're not leaving until we get every splinter of it. By the way, the National Geographic team, they're buddies of mine, they'll be here anytime.
What the hell they are?
Good morning.
Well, good morning. And what can I do for you?
I'm told that Lionel and my daughter are working here today.
Oh, yes, they're right here. Why don't you join the party? Please, you need a hard hat? Call the Department of Antiquity.
Mercy. If this was my house, I'd string you both up by your thumbs.
Oh, it may happen yet.
Oh, now, don't let me interfere in anything. How are you, darling?
I'm working.
Oh, yes, I see.
Don't do that.
Well, you had some dinosaur dust on your face.
Look, Lionel, I have this nagging headache, so if you excuse me.
Why would you be back?
Look, honey, I've got some aspirin right... Well, I think I broke my own world's record that time.
I think she's angry because we had lunch yesterday. I guess I should have told her that the main subject of conversation was our respective children, other than C.C. Capwell, of course.
Who's he?
I warn you, I'm good at digging up dirt.
Well, we're all good at something. What I'm good at is chasing after Jane and get myself slapped down again. I wish there was a better way.
Will you come back afterward?
Well, I hadn't planned to. Why?
I don't hold it against you that you knew C.C. Capwell.
Excuse me?
Hey, aren't I worth more than 10 minutes of your time here?
Look.
I know I was once.
Unlike you, I am fully capable of having a calm discussion. But I guess you're going to make me tell you that this relationship is no longer worth any effort on my part.
I'm sorry, but I've got to go to work right now.
Oh, that's okay. I understand about having things to do. Not that I have a lot of things to do myself, but if I did, I sure wouldn't let a stack of pancakes stop me.
You know what I'd be willing to let stop me?
French toast.
Nope. You. Tonight, after work. There's this little comedy club out on, you ever seen a stand-up comedian?
Like my friend Pearl?
Bro, that's a good example. But, look, I gotta get going. I'll call you later, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, you two. I read about your wedding.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great, now we're famous.
As newlyweds, terrific.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Capwell. This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Compliments of Gina Capwell. Thank you very much.
What are we in for now?
We have reservations at the Lover's Roost in Monterey. Guess it's Gina's little honeymoon present. And she also says that Cece agreed to give us his jet.
Ted, just send it back, all right? Thank her, send it back.
Oh, wait, hang on a minute here. Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea if we went away for a couple of days.
Together?
Well, I don't think we could really go separately. No, I mean, think about it. Go away for a couple of days. We'd be out of the public eye. Of course, we wouldn't have to pretend that everything is just fine. I mean, we wouldn't even have to spend any time together at all.
I think it's a good idea that we get out of town.
And then someday you can tell your children all about it. The ones you have with somebody else. Well, if you want to do it, I can go to the radio station right now, make arrangements while you pack, and I'll meet you back at your apartment. What do you say? Haley?
Sure. But I want to get one thing straight. This, honeymoon thing is not going to change anything.
Oh, why would it?
Good, just as long as we understand each other.
No, Haley, there's no problem about that. I know exactly what you mean. Mrs. Capwell.
Thought I left my wallet in here. Alice? What's the matter?
It's obvious that you resent my being friends with Lionel.
Friends. Yes, that is the word you use when you're starting to have an affair with someone. Is that what you called my father?
Now, that is simply not true. I loved your father. I married your father.
Then why did you leave him? Why do you leave all the men you have friendships with?
I didn't leave him. He left me.
Then you must have driven him away.
Oh, my, you do make things difficult, don't you? Look, I am not going to argue with you. I am simply going to tell you. Lionel and I are friends. You and Lionel are friends. I don't want you going around thinking that I've got something more going on with him than you have. We are all just friends. If you remember that, you won't be hurt.
What do you care about me being hurt?
Jean Louise, how can you ask that? I can't help wanting to cushion things a little bit for you.
You are only my mother when you're in between men. It's like something to do in the off season. Well, I don't want to be another resort for you, especially not a last resort.
You know, it pains me very deeply to hear you talk like that.
Why did he leave you?
Your dad?
Yes, why? No. Don't bother. I think I can guess.
You sure there was nobody there?
Well, my French isn't that great, but somebody was saying reception, like it was a hotel or something. Did you make a call?
No, I just picked it up to see if it was working.
Well, somebody was on the line. That's pretty weird. Maybe... Oh, I know. You think maybe the ghosts have their own hotline to a little ghost hotel somewhere, maybe?
You know what? I swear to you, it was as cold as ice when I had it in my hand.
Baby, the floors are cold, too, when you're barefoot. In fact, just about everything in this place is cold to the touch.
Except you. You smell nice.
Thanks. Did you see that?
What? What was it?
Something by the bed. You see that?
No.
Look, it's over there now.
What? Oh, stop. What?
Well, I couldn't help it. Something. You're getting me. They're trying to touch me. It's a little nasty ghost. Shame on you, ghost. Out to bed, ghost. Go. I think.
Oh,
chased
you
him under the
just
bed.
Make fun of me. I think there's something kind of mysterious going on here.
I think the only mystery is who you keep wanting to call.
There was a policeman and another man. And the policeman was going to shoot the other man.
Was the other man your father?
I think.
Do you know why the policeman shot him?
I don't remember so well since the shock treatment. But policemen don't have to have an excuse, do they?
You hate it that I'm a cop, don't you?
Why are you?
Now, somebody's got to protect you and Jane and all your friends from people who aren't so nice, like Dr. Rawlings.
The only person that ever helped me get away from Dr. Rawlings was Pearl. You even took me back there once.
Nobody says the police are always right.
My father wasn't a bad person, and neither was I.
Look, you have a right to be angry. You do. But I've tried to make it up to you for putting you back in that situation, haven't I?
I don't want your pity. Have you ever killed anybody?
No.
Would you?
Only to save another life on my own.
If you're going to work, I think you'd better go.
Yeah.
Are you glad we came here?
What do you think?
Well, I mean, are we accomplishing what you wanted to?
Well, you tell me. You're the one who's going to know that, you know? I figure in the time we've known each other, we've endured separations, we've passed days, a lot of days when things look kind of hopeless. But neither one of us ever doubted the other's affections until now. And that scares me, Eden, because I don't know how to fight that, you know? I mean, I'm trying.
Well, you came after me, and you brought me here. And it's so wonderful. I mean, it means a lot to me.
But is this enough? I mean, is this going to last?
It doesn't have to last. I mean, I tell you I love you, and I show you because, well, I don't think to myself, well, that'll last him a week. I just do it because I want to.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a little better about that, too.
Yes,
I'm good
you
at
are.
that, yeah.
Yeah. You were better, but you are.
I don't take you for granted.
No.
I mean, after all this time, I do think I should be able to take our relationship for granted once in a while.
You said it.
Baby, just because I'm not staring at you every single minute doesn't mean I don't love you. I mean, I still count on you to be there when I have the urge to stare at you.
Yeah, well, will that urge change? I mean, Victoria comes swooping into town, oozing all kinds of glamour and everything, and you have to wake up to old puffy-eyed me.
Come on, you ooze way more glamour than she does.
I know you didn't want to say that, but if you didn't, I would have killed you.
Bad.
Bad, Eden.
I'll keep you back in a minute,
girl.
Bad Eden.
Yes, I'd like to make that call again, please. Hotel de Paris in Monte Carlo. I was disconnected last time. Thanks. Bonsoir. Je cherche Monsieur Ellis. Martin Ellis. Ellis parti? Didn't he leave a forwarding address? The Capua Hotel, not the one in Santa Barbara. Yes, I have the number. Thank you.
Look what I found. Le bread French, le fruit bulbous, le champagne bubbly, the cheese limburger. Look, just a little something to take the edge off, a compliment of our resident ghosts.
Is she here? Wait a moment. What are you doing?
Look, I know about you, man. I know all about you. She's been seeing you. I've seen you.
Who?
Tori. Victoria.
Huh?
She, what, do you have so many women around here you can't keep track of them? Is that the thing here?
Well, wait a minute. Hold your horses. To whom do I have the pleasure of
My name
addressing?
is Martin Ellis. Glad to know you. I'm in love with Tori. I've been in Europe, and I hear about how you two been carrying on together, how she's going to stay in Santa Barbara because of you.
Slow down. I don't know where you're getting your information, pal, but you are badly misinformed,
Listen to me. I skipped a very important tennis tournament to come here, all right? Now, whatever you two have going together. It doesn't measure up to what Tori and I have. Got it?
I got it, but you didn't hear me. Like I said before, you are badly misinformed. You understand?
Yeah.
Now.
Fine. Well, I'm just not leaving here until I see
Wait a
her.
minute, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Look, if you think that Victoria and I are getting it on, I mean, you are so far off base that it is embarrassing. It is laughable. But even if we were, I mean, it doesn't entitle you to push your way in here and tell me what you will or you will not do. So get out of...
Well, looky here, the lady in question. What do you say, Tori? You still deny this or what?
Deny what? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I'm putting a stop to this. That's what I'm doing here. You are not going to see this guy anymore. You understand me? And I'm not asking you. I am telling you.
Honeymoon? Really?
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
Haley, I am totally in the dark. I mean, I thought Ted was in jail and that you weren't allowed to leave town.
No, things have changed, Jane. They dropped the charges against me this morning.
Haley, that is wonderful. Oh, and what, you and Ted were so excited you decided to go out and get married to celebrate?
Something like that.
I know you've had your ups and downs. Things really do work out for the best when you hang in there, don't they, huh? And you guys will need a place to live. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you just stay right here? I mean, after all, you and Ted found this apartment in the first place.
Jane, I can't kick you out of here.
Oh, it is all right, believe me. I've been spending so much time over at the Lockridges. This house is so huge. Maybe he'll let me rent a room. Oh, this may turn out really well for all of us. I am so happy for you. Hey, what did I say? What's wrong?
No, Jane, it's not you, okay? Jane, I'm not a married woman, not a really married woman. Ted married me so he wouldn't have to testify against me. And so that I wouldn't have to go to jail.
What?
It's true. You know, you would think that I would feel like the happiest woman in the world, but I don't. All I can feel is that I have pushed myself on Ted and he has to marry me. And now he's going to hate me for it.
Listen, I don't really care what your personal problems are. You see, nobody comes in here and pushes me or my guests around.
Hey, just
Is
tell
that
me you're
understood?
staying away from Tori and I'm out the door, man.
As usual, you are way off base.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing seeing this guy? Why are you here?
I am doing a model of him, a sculpture. That
A
is
sculpture? You gave that up years ago. This is the guy. This is the guy you've never gotten out of your system, right?
You are such an idiot.
Excuse me, friend, but Victoria and I, we just met very recently. I think you are confusing me with my old buddy Cruz Castillo, but even that is ancient history.
That's what my sources tell me.
Well, you better go back to your sources and get a little bit better information, okay? So come on now, come on. The party is over with.
I can't believe this guy's such a coward that he wouldn't admit to loving you if he did, so who knows, maybe he's telling the truth.
Did you hear me before? Take your suspicions and get on out of here.
Tori, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Did you think I didn't love you enough to fight for you, huh? Listen, you are mine. Whether you want to admit that or not.
According to legend, Edouard Anne would meet night after night down here in the wine cellar. And when Anne discovered that the Duke was forcing Edouard to marry the princess, she came down here and contrived to make it look that she had killed herself.
Well, what did she expect to accomplish by that?
Well, she hoped that the Duke would realize how much Edward loved her by the way he was grieving and would relent, and then magically she would come back to life, and perhaps they could marry after all. Unfortunately, our plan backfired. Edward was so devastated at her apparent death that he leaped from the tower and drowned in the moat. And now, their very sad souls stay behind. And they are doomed forever to play the same tragedy again and again.
Oh, dear. You know, I would hate to keep drowning in a moat night after night. I mean, that could take a lot out of a guy.
Edward doesn't like to do it either. I tell you, if he meets the ghost of Anne, I dare say he would give her, how you say,
No problem. Mom, can I...
Fat lip.
Oui.
I can understand that, yeah.
I think you two are insufferable bores. It's terribly romantic.
Romantic? They're dead and they never got together. That's romantic. No, there's a moral in this. There's a moral in these kind of stories. I think it's thou shalt not pull sneaky tricks.
I heard you got married.
Yeah.
Well, I congratulate you, but neither of you seem very happy about it.
We're not.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to leave you alone now, huh?
Yeah.
You know, do me a favor, all right? She's pretty miserable in there.
You think I'm not?
Neither of you should be. Fix it.
Well, Jane, I would if I thought there was a way.
Figure out something, knucklehead. Just don't leave things the way they are now.
Jane was telling me that you're real unhappy.
I'll get over it.
Damn it! You know, you act like it's all my fault. I mean, come on, you're free and clear, aren't you?
You know, everyone I've ever cared about has always dumped me for something else. You, Lily Gina, makes me feel so terrific.
Well, excuse me, though, but you were willing to let me sit and rot in jail while you just walk away free.
What was I supposed to do?
Look, it's solved, though, isn't it? So let's just stop fighting and be happy. Yeah, I say we just go to the stupid lover's roast or roost or whatever and kind of like count our blessings. I mean, we got something to be grateful for, don't we?
Ted, I just wish you would have trusted me to tell me that this was all a phony trial hearing.
I did it because I wanted to save my sister, but your little precious Gina here, she had to cause this blackmailing stuff. Just let me do this. Forget it. Get out of here. Look, nothing happened to you, so let's just forget this whole thing. Let's pack our bags and get out of here.
Give me double. Yes, sir. Here you are, sir.
You look très French.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Very deep. Like those people in those French movies you used to take me to.
So all I have to do to look deep is shut up for 5 minutes?
So how'd you like the wine cellar?
Oh, I loved it. It's my favorite place in the chateau. I mean, it's all full of passion and doom.
Yeah, you just eat that stuff up, don't you? You like sniff it out like a bloodhound. So you know what your insensitive bore of a boyfriend went and did?
You got some poison for me to take?
No, I set it up with Philippe so that we can have a candlelight dinner for two down there later.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, you see? I mean, I'm romantic. It's just that when I feel romantic, I want to dine, not die. But truly, the only poison I think we have to worry about is a certain jealousy that keeps invading our otherwise uninvadable happiness. I don't ever want to have another scare like I did the night you ran your car into the wall at the airport.
I said I was sorry about that. I'll never do anything like that again.
I don't want you to feel the urge to do it again.
Look, this is kind of embarrassing to talk about. Can we not talk about it? Besides, I want you to do something for me.
Name it.
I want you to go out and prowl the grounds for a while.
Why, Eden? What are you gonna do?
Because I want to take a nice, long, luxurious bubble bath. And I want to look stunning for you this evening.
Baby, yeah, you know, I'm stunned already. I can't get any more stunned. Truly, firelight becomes you.
You know, you're awfully courtly while you're in Europe. I might want to keep you here. So what time did Philippe say?
11.
That'll give me enough time.
Eden, really, I mean, how stunning do we have to get?
We have to get very stunning, okay? So
Eden.
why don't you go out and take a little walk and you just occupy yourself for a few hours?
Can I come back
I'll meet
if
you
I
at the
get
wine
bored,
cellar.
please?
Hold a seance. Go tell Anne and Edward what you think. I mean, show them their wicked ways, you know?
It's raining out.
Oh, you don't have to go outside. Just... Oui, bonsoir. Je veux téléphoner le Capo Hotel Santa Barbara, California. 805-555-1600. Merci. Yes, I would like to know if I could be in contact with a Martin Ellis's room, please. He's not in his room. Okay, could you please tell him to contact Eden Capwell at the Chateau d'Ange in Nice. It's very urgent. Please tell him to call me as soon as possible. Thank you.
Well, Alice, hello.
Hello.
Jane isn't here. She was, but she left, and Lionel's just having a word with Mr. Capwell, though I don't think a word is quite the word for it.
I came to see you. Jane said I could find you here.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Well, I tell you to make yourself at home, but this isn't my home.
You knew my mother.
Yes, honey, you know I
My mother, Olivia.
Honey, you know I knew her, but...
Did you know my father?
I knew of him.
Did you know when he was shot?
Honey, what made you start thinking about all that?
Did my mother, Olivia, know? Did she tell you?
Well, I knew that it had happened.
That what had happened?
That he was shot.
How?
I don't know all the details.
He didn't die, did he?
No. Honey, what do you remember about it?
Where is he now?
Honey, I don't know the man. I couldn't say.
You know, people don't tell me certain things, but I find out anyway. Other people don't have whole blocks of their lives that they don't remember. Other people know their mothers and fathers, and they go to their houses and they have dinners even when they're all grown up. Something happened to my daddy, and he couldn't take care of me anymore, and that's why he gave me to the hospitals. And if you knew about it, or if my mother knew about it, then why didn't she do something, or why didn't you do something?
Honey, people don't go to the hospital because there's no one to take care of them. They go because they're sick.
My daddy was a criminal and I was sick?
No, honey, nobody's saying your daddy was a criminal.
You've been very nice to me. You gave me my mother's money and you showed me her picture. I just wish people like you had been around when me and my daddy needed them. That's all.
I got him mobilizing his lawyers. He can hear papers rustling all over the state.
Carolyn?
Oh, something about lawyers?
The lock's broken.
Sorry.
This is the only one I have.
Well, I'll buy you another one.
I've had this one for a long time.
Well, I'll have it made into a little pocketbook for you.
Well, what are we going to do?
I'll fix it for you. Excuse me. Well, just give me some string. I'll just wrap it around. The locks are busted.
Oh, that'll look really classy when we check in at the hotel.
Well, why don't we go over to my house and I'll pick out some suitcases for you for free?
Oh, no, never mind. I'll carry my clothes. In fact, I'll carry them on my head so it'll cover my face.
You got any cord?
Check in the box. I think we have some twine.
It'll do just fine.
pretty mad.
Yeah.
I guess you've been mad at me for a long time now, huh?
Well, I've been mad at everybody. Everything. I'm sorry. I hate when people lose their temper, and that's not too cool, but sometimes it just gets the best of me.
I know.
Hey, Jane's offered to move out of the house and let us stay here when we get back if we want.
I can't do that to her.
Oh, no, she said it was all right. She said that she'll try and rent a place at the Lockridges. Would you like to live here?
I don't care.
Well, we found it together.
Maybe that should do it.
Thanks for fixing it.
I didn't fix it, but it's better.
Yeah.
Well, we got a long road, so let's go.
Wait a minute, Ted. Look, I just have something I want to clear up. I don't like having surprises, you know. Like when you found out that Gina was my aunt.
No, I don't like surprises, so why don't you tell me?
Well, our wedding was more of a family affair than one really knows about, including the woman who married us.
Lily?
She's my cousin. She's Gina's daughter.
Oh, great.
I did my best to explain to her that we're strictly friends, but she's got this fixed idea. Just so we're both on the same track, you don't have any contrary notions about me, do you?
I'm not over Augusta yet. I don't know when I will be.
It takes a long time, I know that.
I guess for now, I could use a good friend. How about you? I know that the things Jane says are very slanted. But I also think that you're not a cold person and that you probably haven't neglected her. So don't feel guilty about that.
Mm-hmm. You're wrong about that. Now, I have been a very negligent mother. In most cases, I was out chasing rainbows when I was most needed.
You know, I hate seeing a lady confess alone. The same thing is true of me. Don't all parents grow up regretting something? I don't know if we can do all the things we should have. It's the human condition.
It's not very comforting when your child all but spits on the ground you walk on.
Well, maybe she'll get over that if you hang around long enough to prove her wrong.
I think she'd prefer to see as little as possible of me.
Well, I did ask her if she'd like for the three of us to go out on the boat tomorrow.
What'd she say?
No.
How astonishing.
But she could change her mind.
And the moon might be made of canary feathers.
Well, you know, I kind of hate to go out on the boat alone. You want to come along anyway? Oh.
Now, isn't that the ultimate in chivalry, making me feel wanted?
Well, what are friends for?
Well, I am dazzled. I am stunned. I am truly minced.
You did all this for me?
Exactement, mon chéri.
What's that?
Oh, a little night music.
A lute?
Yes, you see, the boy has been very busy while the girl was soaking in a tub. Now, would the girl like to dance with the boy before dinner?
To a lute, is it possible?
Yes, one dances the pavane to a lute.
Well, does one do it by oneself? Because I'm...
No, it's not a problem. You see, Philippe's wife explained the basics to me, and I'm going to pass them along to you, and then you can teach our grandchildren. Well, they'll be dancing the pavan in Santa Barbara 400 years from now. Mademoiselle? What's wrong?
I saw somebody dancing in the mirror.
Of course, we're dancing.
No, it was Edward and Anne. Oh, don't look at me like that. I mean it.
They're pretty frisky for a couple of dead folks,
No,
don't you think?
you think I'm crazy, but I did see something.
Yeah, I'm sure you're fine. You're fine. You can, and I don't mind them dancing as long as they keep their hands off our dinner. Can we continue?
Elle a de son nom, Senor.
What'd you just call me?
Lord and Master.
I like this dance.
You came. Come in. Come in.
Martin, we have to come to some understanding.
Oh, I guess I know what that means.
Marty, if you think I am so heartless and cruel, why did you come here? Why didn't you just leave things the way that they were?
Because I'm in love with you. And I want to know who this guy is you think you prefer to
There
me.
isn't anybody.
Tori! What about this guy, this Cruz Castillo, your friend told me
Castillo,
about?
he's somebody I was in love with a long time ago when I still lived here.
Yeah, so you thought you'd just move back and kind of rekindle the flame. Is that the thing here?
No.
Oh, it was his idea, right?
He's in love with somebody else. He's probably even going to marry her.
Now, from what I understand, that's not so certain.
What do you mean?
I mean, no man I know of could resist you. Especially not if he thinks you're still in love with him.
I'm not. Marty, why are you so difficult?
Because you like me that way.
I don't.
I know maybe I've neglected you in the past. You want some attention. You want me to come
No,
here, perform a miracle,
no,
whisk you
no.
away. Well, it worked. Baby, it worked. Let me. I'm here.
Marty, Marty, I
What?
want you to leave Santa Barbara.
No, I'm not leaving without you.
Look, it's over between us. I don't want you. I don't
say
love
that.
you. In fact, I never loved you.